Hi there, it's Kat from 3 Kids in Us blog and newly co-authored Oh My Sugar High dessert and recipe blog. And today the first thing I want to do is show you how to make some marshmallow fondant. Now it's really helpful to have all your surfaces ready. As you can see, I've got vegetable shortening all across my counter. First of all, you need mini marshmallows. I've got a 16-ounce package right here in a microwave safe bowl. What we're going to add to that is 3 tablespoons of water. 1, 2, and 3. It's helpful if you keep everything you need right here on the countertop with you. So I'm going to pop these in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to stop it every 30 seconds to mix up the marshmallows. And I've got my spatula for that. You also want to pre-grease all of these. Any utensils you're going to use, make sure you've got shortening on them so you don't have marshmallows stuck everywhere. Alright, I'm back and I have all 16 ounces of mini marshmallows melted and ready to go. Now since I'm making a Cinderella cake, I want to make my fondant blue. So I've got some of the Wilton gel color here, and I'm actually going to end up making 2 batches, but let's just start with the first one. Now I just have a toothpick and I'm just going to take a little bit of the coloring because I want this to be a real light baby blue, and I'm just going to mix it into the marshmallow. Now I've also got my wire whisk here already coated in shortening so that the marshmallow doesn't stick to it, and I'm going to go ahead and mix this coloring right into the marshmallow mixture. Alright, with the blue mixed in fairly well, it's very light and it needs to be this way. It's going to get even lighter when I add the powdered sugar. So now what we're going to do is grab about 2 pounds of sifted powdered sugar. I've got it in the bowl. I'm putting on the side. I've also got my 1 cup measuring cup. I'm going to start off with about 4 cups of the powdered sugar right here on this greased surface. Let's get that on there. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is go back to my spatula and pour all of this melted marshmallow right on top. Now it's going to be really hot, so you're going to have to kind of work quickly and get all that mixed in there fairly well. Now before you start mixing this, you want to get your hands all nice and greasy with the shortening, otherwise you're going to have this marshmallow stuck everywhere on your hands. Alright, so I'm nice and coated, my hands are clean, and now it's time to start mixing and kneading. Now, of course, if you have a KitchenAid mixer, you can use the dough hook and do it that way, but you're going to end up having to knead it yourself a little bit, so you might as well just get it all done in one shot. Now I'm just going to keep mixing this all up. Now as you can see, we've got a pretty solid structure here, but it's still very, very sticky. So what we're going to want to do is keep incorporating more of that powdered sugar, about a cup at a time. So I'm going to keep working this until we get most of this powdered sugar in there and this is no longer sticky fingers. And we want to test the elasticity of it. So when I pick this up and pull it apart, if it still keeps going, it's still too wet. We need to keep adding powdered sugar. Now if it immediately breaks, you're going to want to add some water because it's much too dry. Alright, now as far as I know, you can't overwork fondant, so you want to keep kneading this for about 10 minutes or so, and I'm going to pull it apart about arm's length and it's going to break. That shows me that it's the perfect consistency for what I want to use it for. It's not too sticky, it's not too dry. So I'm just going to keep kneading it for a little bit. Then I'm going to form it into a ball. Put a real thin layer of vegetable shortening over it so it doesn't stick to the saran wrap. Double seal the saran and throw it in the fridge to use tomorrow.